You're not under eating, you're eating wrong. Fix these 5 habits and growth will become automatic. You don't need a mass gainer. You just need predictable meals that allow for real calories and real consistency. Habits that guarantee a calorie surplus every single day. Habit number 1 is going to be not front loading your calories and having your first meal at 1 p.m. The reason this holds so many guys back is this is most skinny guys. They'll skip breakfast or they'll have something very light. Comes 12 p.m., they'll have their meal. It doesn't have to be a burger. And then they might get lost in work. Comes 4 to 5 p.m., they literally only have 1,700 calories in the system. So in order to hit that calorie surplus of 2,500, 2,800, it's going to be very difficult. Front loading calories is doing the exact opposite. Having most of your calories in meal 1, meal 2, to give yourself the most chances of hitting that surplus at the end of the day. This is essentially like starting a race at 8 a.m. and starting a race at 12 p.m. If you start the race earlier, your chances of finishing the race, aka hitting that calorie surplus, go way higher. And breakfast is the best opportunity to front load most of your calories and get a head start throughout the day. If you nail your breakfast and your second meal at lunch, the odds of you hitting that surplus just go through the roof. And this is not doing anything crazy. This is just a little bit of organization and preparation when it comes to your first and second meal. And after working with dozens and dozens of guys and just including this habits allows guys to already start growing. Habit number 2 is having no fixed meals, meaning every single time you eat, you don't know what to eat. You're overthinking whether this is going to allow you to build muscle, gain weights, and it is very draining. So the solution to this is the power of fixed meals. Fixed meals are high calorie dense meals that we design once, that you enjoy, that you can have consistently, and ideally that take you less than 5 minutes to make. This is a screenshot of my clients. For example, it can be oatmeal, it can be eggs, it can be a sandwich. It's a meal that's repeatable and that allows for consistency over time. A fixed meal that I like to do with my clients is actually a high calorie dense whole foods based shake that we make in the morning. It takes literally less than 3 minutes to make. You have all the ingredients at home and you can have 1,000 calories that you sip in a stainless steel bottle on your way to work. If you're always overthinking, if you don't know what to eat, design maybe 1 to 2 fixed meals that you have consistently that take you 5 minutes to make, designed and prepared with high calorie dense foods. This is going to be a game changer. Habit number 3 is what I call the 4/7 rule. This is where guys will take 1 step forward, 1 step back. On Monday, nice little surplus. On Tuesday, you forget your lunch at home, which leads you to skipping lunch, which leads to a 500 calorie deficit. On Wednesday, you nail the calorie surplus. On Thursday, you have to go to work, you're in a rush, so you skip your usual breakfast, minus 500. Friday and Saturday are perfectly consistent. And finally, on Sunday, you wake up late, the scale was broken, and you overestimate your calories. This might not seem like a lot, but at the end of the week, you're still in a calorie deficit. You think you're in a calorie surplus by being consistent 4 days out of 7. In those 3 days, you essentially offset the calorie surplus that you've created. You need to have habits that allow for long-term consistency and you being able to hit that consistent calorie surplus. Habit number 4 is for guys that say, I eat a lot. I just can't gain weight no matter how much I eat, but guys are eating less than 2,000 calories. So if you don't know how many calories you're eating consistently, then you're just hoping for results. I'll be honest, when I work with guys, my goal is not for them to track calories for life. That is not my goal for them as a coach. But we want to have a clear understanding of how many calories you're consuming on a day-to-day basis. But most importantly, what's in which foods and how to then make better decisions that are going to allow you to hit that surplus and also reach your goals. Nowadays, I literally take less than 5 minutes to track my calories. I don't even use an app. I pretty much guesstimate everything because I have this foundational knowledge of knowing what's in which foods, which allows me to travel, eat out, all while hitting my fitness goals. Finally, habit number 5 is managing your stress and how to increase your appetite. When you're stressed, cortisol goes up, and the last thing you want to do is actually eat food. There's 2 sides of the spectrum. First of all, there's actually learning how to manage your stress over time. The more relaxed you are, the easier it is to eat, the easier it is to get the calories in, and the better performance you're going to have in the gym. Which leads me to training. When you're pushing yourself in the gym, when you're actually trying to hit PRs, trying to push the needle forward on every single session, your body is going to ask you for more calories. If you're actually going to the gym with a proper plan and not just randomly following a grocery list of exercise, if you're going to the gym with intent to try to add 5, 10, 15 kgs to your lifts over time, your body and your appetite are naturally going to increase because your body's going to be asking for that fuel in order to increase the weights. The way you talk to yourself has such a huge impact on your actions. If you think eating is this massive chore that's just a burden that's very difficult, that's not going to help you. See eating in every single meal as an opportunity to refuel and replenish your muscles, to recover and to come back stronger in the gym over time. Instead of focusing on the food, focus on the performance in the gym. Use food as a fuel to support your performance, and don't see food as just this isolated goal that you have to hit. And also, a nice little walk after each meal helps your digestive system to then be able to eat more later on throughout the day. After 9 years of lifting and having worked with over 100 guys, I have designed what I call the gains trifecta. Now, this system is specifically designed to gain 200 to 300 grams per week consistently and predictably, but small micro wins that compound over time. Now, buddy, if you want to see exactly how the gains trifecta and the Build to Last protocol can help you transform, there's a free training down below which shows you everything my clients and I have used to transform. That said, if you've been trying for multiple months or even years and you know you need one-to-one help, just DM me the word coach on Instagram. We'll have a casual chat, see if it's a fit, and if it is, we'll work together and we'll absolutely crush it. With that being said, buddy, have a great day. Catch you later.